Good evening, you guys. How are you? Merry almost Christmas here. I am Eilers-Heffner, and I just am so glad that you took the time to check this out, to either jump on live or check out the recording. And just a little bit about me, where I came from, how I got so interested in Plexus, and then we have a few friends here sharing their Plexus stories and just a really, really brief introduction to what Plexus can offer and the solutions that Plexus can be for people. So I am actually a physical therapist by trade of over 20 years, and I'm just super passionate about helping others. And I was able to divert that passion from the bedside and the clinic, because I did do a lot of work in the hospital as a PT, and divert that to working on my time schedule from anywhere. So just this week, I've worked in my office, I've worked from the couch, I've worked from my car when I'm not driving. I've worked, and it's not really work. It doesn't feel like work. It's talking to people, it's solving problems for them, it's giving them information so that they can make their own decisions on what that next step for their health could be. And just have helped a lot of people. And through that, the company has just showered blessings on us for my time freedom with my family financially. And it's just been so encouraging, refreshing, and rewarding. So that is kind of the gist of it. And we have Jeanette telling us about the Triplex combo pack. It's a system, and she's going to tell you about our gut health system. That's our cornerstone gut health system. So
all righty. So like she said, I'm going to be talking about the Triplex, which comes with 3 products, which I went and grabbed before. We have our Slim, which comes in these cute packages. There is the micro activating and the hunger control. And one of the main differences with the hunger control is there's more fiber in it, so it helps keep you fuller longer. So I personally like the Slim micro activating, but everybody has one that they like, and you can kind of work with the person who invited you to figure out which one works best for you. But with the Slim, it balances blood sugar, and it's kind of like almost a fertilizer for your gut. It has the prebiotics in it that are good to help with your digestive issues. Next on the list would be the BioCleanse. Hopefully everybody can see this. The BioCleanse is magnesium and vitamin C, so your body can really absorb it. And magnesium is needed for like over 300 cellular functions, so it is really good for your body. The BioCleanse is meant to kind of clean your gut lining out and really help with bathroom regularity. And many people don't realize they're not that regular in the bathroom until they start taking the BioCleanse, and they're like, holy crap. So this is a really good too. And then last but not least in the lineup is our ProBio 5. So this is our probiotic. And this is meant to help flush everything out that the BioCleanse is releasing. So our probiotic is freeze dried, so it reaches, your gut to work, so you don't have to refrigerate it or anything. And the other cool thing about it is it has the ingredient chintitties in it, which helps break the yeast capsule. And so we're able to, get rid of the candida overgrowth that a lot of us have. So like Elizabeth was saying, this is kind of our foundation product, our system. These 3, very simple to work into your daily routine, and they are super beneficial for everybody. And I think next up is Jackie with the reset.
Hey everyone, my name is Jackie Hastings, and why am I not popping up? Hang on, speaker view. Here we go. Oh, pin me here. There we go. Okay, there I am. So my name is Jackie Hastings, and I've been using Plexus for over 6 years now. And one of the coolest new things that we have in our lineup is called Reset. I brought a box with me. One of my favorite things about it is it's 3 days of meals. You don't have to think about what you're going to cook, who's going to do it, who's going to clean up, and it's super simple. So let me just pop this open real quick. Like I said, I ordered it because I wanted to be ready for the new year. So getting ready for all of that is fantastic. I've done Reset twice already, twice or 3 times. I can't remember now. But every time I get some different benefits out of it. The first time I did it, I'd been sick with a lot of that weird virus that people have going around, and some of the weird side effects after that really went away after Reset. It was pretty amazing. And I think one of the reasons why is it's a lot of very easy to digest food. It's 3 days of a nutritionally supported fast, so you're not starving to death, but the food that's in it is a high protein content, low sugar content, does not mean there's a lot of artificial sugars. And it's really balanced electrolytes and all of those things to help reset your body at a cellular level, easy for me to say. And again, it's very easy to digest. So your body, it seems like you're doing a lot, but it's giving your body a break and allowing it to do what it needs to heal and repair. And as the name implies, reset. So it does a lot of things for your metabolism and all sorts of things. So I'm just going to show it to you real quick. There's 3 boxes in it. They're labeled day 1, day 2, and day 3. And the products in them are super easy. The only thing that you'll need to add is if you want some extra spices, and you're going to need water. So you start off your day with hydrate. What that is it's kind of like a sports drink of sorts, or an electrolyte replacement drink without all the junk in it. And so it really gets your body refreshed from a full night of sleep. It starts you off on a good note. Then for breakfast, you get Lean Chocolate Whey, which is a clean shake. We love it. It tastes fantastic. Then later in the afternoon, if I'm remembering correctly, you get the Smart Snack. It tastes really good. It's vanilla maca or matcha, however you want to say that. I think they're delightful. It does hold you over. Then you get for lunch or dinner, I can't remember. Oh wait, here we go. Later morning, you get Slim Hunger Control, which that was what Jeanette was talking about. It's a nice drink. It's nice and fruity. It tastes delightful. And then that extra fiber in there makes you feel like you're not starving to death, which is fantastic. It helps balance blood sugars too. For lunch, you've got collagen bone broth. It's very bland, and it's done that way on purpose so you can add whatever seasonings you want to it. Personally, I added some garlic steak seasoning to it. Let it simmer for a while. If you've got one of those frothers, it works fantastic. You soup it or scoop it right up. If you're working, no big deal. You can make it ahead of time in a thermos and let all of those flavors kind of come together. And then mid-afternoon, is when you get that Smart Snack. I lied. You don't get that in the morning. And then an active. This is something that I get every day anyway. It's a clean energy drink full of antioxidants and all kinds of really good things for you. So not only does it give you energy without those crashes, but it's got a lot of things in there to help with some inflammation and all of those kinds of things. So it helps prevent that mid-afternoon crash, but you're not wired like a crazy person, which is fantastic. And then for dinner, you've got the collagen soup. It's a tomato base. I actually really like this. I would order this on its own. I had a couple of times that I was working or had to do a road trip, and I put it in a thermos with some Italian seasoning and let it just kind of all meld together. And it was really, really yummy. And again, I wasn't dying of hunger. And then in the evening, you've got Restore. This little guy is magic. There's a lot of really cool ingredients in here that help definitely with some really good sleep, detoxing all the gunk out of your system. And then you wake up really refreshed. So you do that for 3 days. The average weight loss that we're allowed to say is 6 pounds, because we're not allowed to say you lose more than a couple pounds per day. And the majority of people I know, myself included, have kept that off, have lost a ton of inches, but even more so than just that weight, you feel better. Definitely cleans out a lot of junk. If you've been sick, if you've been eating like a piggy from some of the different things of the holidays, who all's guilty with that, right? This is a really great way to jumpstart that. And then I would hop into that system that Jeanette was talking about. So from a nerd standpoint, they're doing a lot of really cool things at a cellular level. You're getting some intermittent fasting, you're getting some of that ketosis going on, without a long-term effect that is really, really hard, or long-term of doing it, which is really hard for a lot of people to do. So on that note, I am going to pass it on to, let's see. Next, we have Melissa to talk about some of the skincare.
Yes, thank you, Jackie. Yeah, and so I'm Melissa Allen, that I'm a gold ambassador, and I am so excited to talk about the skincare because not only do we have the products that address our insides and our gut health and all of that, but we also, care what we look like on the outside to some extent at least. And just having some products that really address that are huge. So first of all, I love that the products are really easy. I mean, really everything they've done, it was made in mind of doing it short, sweet, simple. Like even the Cornerstone Triplex is easy to take. Same thing with the skincare line, that they have some illuminating serums, one for the morning and one for the evening before bed, that they're called Joyome. So, and they come in cute little squirt bottles. You just put 2 or 3 pumps on your skin, rub it in, and you're good to go for the day. And I like the illuminating day one, helps kind of add a little shine, and it really helps lock in moisture, helps hydration, and it's formulated to help reduce signs of aging, help with wrinkles and lines. And there have been some clinical studies with it too, that it really does show to work. And within 7 days, it was helping people with skin tone, and within 14 to 30 days in the clinical study, that people were finding, help with their wrinkles and aging too. And of course, my skin just feels so much more like elastic and softer with it. And I noticed some of my blemishes too that I always had, that was told at one point, it would take some harsh chemicals to get rid of, because I think it's addressing the microbiome of the skin, that they've been slowly fading, and the red spots that I get occasionally, with that time of month, that they go away a lot faster and, don't stick around, and the puffiness is so much better. So on top of that, it's always nice to have a nice cleanser too to help clean your skin. So they have that thought of as well. It's nice and smooth. It helps get rid of all the, toxins and gunk and stuff that we come across on a daily basis. So you start with a fresh and clean palette. It also balances pH of the skin, which is nice. So, and I find it removes my makeup really well and isn't super stripping to the skin, and has a really nice smell. So it's refreshing, and I'm ready to, wash my face, take my makeup off, and then put the night serum on, that then will also help seal in more of that hydration and repair the skin while you're sleeping, and kind of get rid of some of those extra skin cells. And of course, a skincare regimen wouldn't be complete without some collagen, and Plexus has that as well. It comes in either a canister or little stick packets as well for when you're on the go. Because in case you didn't know, your collagen after your 20s really goes down and slows by 68% over your lifetime. When I kind of read that, I never realized how important collagen was. And so adding it in, I realized how much more hydrated I am, how much better my skin overall feels. And it just, the collagen helps support your body not only in maintaining what collagen you do have, it boosts the production of what your body does want to make, and supports production of even more too. And it's got some nice features in it. There's some probiotics, biotin, vitamin C, vitamin E in it, antioxidants, and it's very well rounded. It's specifically formulated to be hydrolyzed. So it's a lower weight, easier to absorb kind of collagen. It's a very neutral texture or taste to it, so it can be added to a lot of things, which is nice. I like to add it to my oatmeal, my tea. I know people put it in coffee. It matches really well with the slim or the active or lean. I've done a lot of those as well. And so it makes just having a better skincare regimen super easy and easy to fit into the busy lifestyle for sure. So that's kind of a quick summary of some of the main products that Plexus has to offer. I know we really wanted to hear some stories of how these products can really, help your overall life too, because ultimately that's what we want, to feel better. And so I think first we're going to hear from Megan Brooks and her story.
Hi, everybody. I'm Megan Brooks. I'm a senior gold ambassador with Plexus, and I have been taking these products for about 2 years now. And I really didn't know how terrible I felt until I felt good. I was tired of feeling like an absolute trash can. And Elizabeth, I say this to Elizabeth all the time and she laughs at me, but I really did. I felt horrible. And I was so tired all the time. I had one toddler at the time. Now I have two. But I couldn't keep up with her. And she's a rock star sleeper, you guys. She's been sleeping through the night since she was 5 weeks old. So that's not even, I can't blame it on her. Anyhow, I was drinking a thermos of coffee every day and then following that in the afternoon with a big, huge McDonald's large Coke. And I still felt like garbage. I'm like, why? I'm drinking all this caffeine. Why do I feel like so yucky? And I didn't, it has so much to do with your gut health. And that's why the Plexus products Plexus is the cornerstone of gut health. All of these products have to do with your gut. If your gut microbiome is not in check, you're really going to feel like trash. And I was a perfect example of that. And so with starting these products, I started with the Cornerstone Powerhouse Combo, the triplex, like Jeanette talked about. And almost immediately I noticed difference. Now everybody's results vary, but I was thankful that I started seeing results, especially with the Slim and the ProBio 5 right away. ProBio 5 is probably my number one favorite product. That's my go-to guy. And I have faithfully taken these products every single day, and I can tell the difference if I skip even one. Let's say I skip the Bio Cleanser, I skipped the Mega X or something that I normally take in my routine, and my body knows the difference. So I'm very thankful, not only physically, but financially as well. There's always the opportunity to help your friends and help your family feel as good as you do. And I'm very thankful for that. I'm also very thankful for this community because, as you guys can see, there's lots of people on this call that really love the products as much as I do. And we all rally around each other. We're very supportive of each other. And this community is so wonderful in that way because anybody can go to GNC and buy a product, but you're not going to have that person to help you navigate through the way that you're feeling while taking that product. With Plexus, you do. You have all of us in your corner, and absolutely reach out to the person that helped you, that invited you to this call to get you started on feeling your best. So that's a little bit of my story. And we're going to hear from, I think Jeanette's going to be next on her testimony.
Hey everyone. So I have been taking the products probably 5.5 years. It'll be 6 years, May of 2023. And I started the products to help with some abdominal discomfort that I was having and very low energy. I work as an occupational therapist in a skilled nursing facility, and I was coming home and crashing. As soon as I sat down on my couch, I was out. I moved away from my family, so me and my mom talk every day, and there was several nights we didn't talk. And Melissa actually was the one who invited me to try Plexus after several conversations. And finally, one day I said, you know what, I need to try it. I have nothing else to lose. Doctors don't know what's wrong with me. I'm tired of taking all these meds. So I started the products. I started with the triplex, and then I think my next order I added our ease, which I know we didn't really talk about on tonight's call, but it's our pain relief. And those that and the triplex made a huge difference for me. My abdominal discomfort started going away. I started to become regular in the bathroom, but overall, I had more energy. I wasn't coming home from work and crashing. Um, and I started to become happier. I didn't realize that it was projecting outward. And just me and Melissa would talk, and she was like, you know what, you just sound so much happier on the phone when I talk to you. So these products have definitely been such a lifesaver in my life, and I've been able to come off some of my medications that the doctors had put me on, which is huge because, you know, side effects of all the meds that they put you on. Um, so, and like Megan said, the opportunity to share with others, that is huge too, in helping them solve their problems and the financial blessing you get from that. So that's just a quick tidbit of my story. And now we're going to turn it over to Melissa.
Thank you for sharing. I just love your story, and you are definitely so much happier and bubblier, feeling better for sure. I've been doing this, as long as Jeanette, 5.5 years or so. And my story's gone through lots of ups and downs through the time period. When I started, I was working as an OT as well, full time, and had no kids, but was completely exhausted. I was napping every day after work. I had no energy. I was also having these periods where I was just passing out for no reason at work, and literally had coworkers catch me, and very scared. And doctors really didn't have an answer. I was told I should just sit down more, which as a therapist at a hospital is really hard to do. And so my, sweet Elizabeth that's on the call here was like, hey, Melissa, maybe you should look into your gut health because it impacts so many of our hormones and our adrenals. Like, we definitely need to try something because no one else really had any answers either. And so definitely addressing root issues could be an issue. And as soon as I started with the triplex, I noticed a huge difference. I mean, not everyone notices it, but day one, I noticed I was having energy. I remember I was just so excited to feel better. I got my running shoes out within the first week and was exercising again, not napping. I was down in the basement cleaning my house, and my husband had to like remind me to go to bed at night that I was feeling so good. And it's kind of, given me lots of different benefits. It's helped my skin. I was able to finally lose weight that I had really struggled with, and it was coming off a whole lot easier. My thyroid was a lot healthier. I was having better, bathroom issues, being able to actually go, not just once or twice a week, and feeling better. And then in the last 4 years now, I guess my son is 4, that I've had 2 pregnancies now. I have a 2.5 and a 4.5-year-old that I still took the products while I was pregnant, had fantastic pregnancies, had great energy throughout them all. My mom kept asking me, are you sure you don't need to nap? You're pregnant. You're like 40 weeks, Melissa. Why are you not napping? I mean, I definitely had down periods, but I still felt good. My blood sugar was balanced and it was fabulous. I was able to breastfeed with a great supply and, have good sleep when the babies would let me sleep, and still be able to work and function and do things without feeling completely miserable. And then throughout the period, I've been able to lose all the baby weight and get back to where I originally had gotten to with the products. On top of, my family loves the products too. My husband's had head throbbing issues, seasonal issues that have had been a huge help. My kids struggle sometimes getting enough food in and vitamins, so the kids line has been fantastic, and adding some lean to get them the protein. Just so many fantastic things, and it's great how the products can really help in such a variety of ways, and everybody's story is a little bit different. And that's part of why I love, the products and want to share and help others. And so glad we're all on this call together.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you everyone for sharing and for just giving snippets of your stories, because that is super powerful. And this is what really makes me so happy and excited to hear my friends feeling better, and feeling better in a pretty easy way, right? Like, take a couple of supplements, call it good, move on. And just noticing huge changes. So, and of course, everyone's timeline of healing is different. That is for sure. However, we're all here to answer questions, to guide you along your journey every step of the way, to help you fine tune your products. And this is just an example. This is one way that we share. One way we get on a Zoom, we say, hey, this is what we have found about Plexus. This is what we found has worked for us and others. And that's just one way we share. And so it really is simple. Like, it's pretty simple to say, hey, it's much simpler than being a PT or an OT, which, by the way, everyone that shared tonight is either a PT or an OT. And when we're working in therapy world, we're like digging apart medical diagnosis and physical ailments and all these things and putting it all together. Saying, hey, try some probiotics, you might feel better, is pretty dang easy. And for a company to send us on trips and spoil us and pay us financially in blessings is so great and so refreshing. And it's not even weird. Like, I'm a PT, I go to work, I'm a PT, I help people feel better and get up and move, help with their pain, and I get paid, right? Now I sit in I have the Zoom mullet going on, I have my pajama bottoms on at my computer at home, helping people, and I get paid. And it's just very, very rewarding. So if you have any questions, I'll put a couple more things in the Gut Health Live chat on some specials that are going on through the end of the year. Also, this is a great time to just grab some accountability partners to let your people know, like, hey, I'm doing Plexus and this is why, because I just want to feel better. It doesn't even have to be this big, long, crazy post or anything, because we are heading into a new year. And people do want to feel better. And after Christmas, they're like, okay, I'm ready to make the changes. And so this is a great time to just let people know. And wouldn't you rather them come to you and work with you than to go to GNC? Plexus said they didn't want their products on the shelf because they wanted their products to have a story. And so they have fulfilled that, and we are here passing that torch as well. So anyway, thank you so much for getting on. We went a little bit long, which is very easy to do because we all get so excited about our Plexus. Thank you so much for your time. Please ask questions to whomever invited you, or put them in the chat, and we're happy to help you. So you guys have a great night.